Netflix did it again, man. They made another live action anime brought to life. But I think this is I have a feeling this is one of those situations where it was made in Japan or China. I mean, I'm assuming it's Japan, made over there and then just distributed by Netflix. You know what I mean? Versus where I feel like One Piece was probably made by Netflix. You know what I mean? But yeah, so, Yu Yu Hakusho, man. One of the OGs in the anime game. That's your favorite anime, right?
Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime.
Yeah. So what's it called? How many episodes are in Yu Yu? It's like 100 or less than 100, right?
I think there's at least like 112.
Okay. Is there? Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah. What's it called? What was your thoughts, man? It's 5 episodes, an hour each. Yeah. What'd you think? I guess.
Yeah, 112 episodes. But yeah, so I see what they were trying to do, but it just didn't. I'm sorry. It just wasn't there. There was things that I felt like they could have looked at the show as a more like a, you know how One Piece, they're like looking at it as a show where they can go chapter by chapter kind of, but at a fast pace. I feel like with this show, they didn't view it as like a One Piece type of show where they could like make this show keep on running. This show could easily be, I would say, a good 4 seasons. You know what I mean? It could be 4 seasons, 8 episodes, I guess, if that's what they want to do. But I don't think, I think it should honestly be more than 8 episodes. Just to have like more time and more.
There's only 5 episodes, by the way.
Yeah, they only did 5. They only did 5. And in that 5, they did a shit whole lot. They did a lot in 5 episodes because they basically did 2 arcs. They did the Spirit Detective arc, and then they did, I don't know if that counts as an arc, they didn't really do that. They skipped that actually. So they did the Dark Tournament arc and the Spirit Detective arc all in one. And there is more left that they can actually do, but I feel like within those 2 arcs, they were like mini arcs. Like they were like fights that happened that were pretty interesting. I mean, there were tests that Yusuke and Kuwabara had to go through in order to even get to train with the old lady. I just don't. They just did everything so quick, and then they gave Yusuke the spirit orb so quick, and nothing happened to him. That was like a big scene where like where he went through like so much pain just to get that. You know what I mean? He actually had to like really train extra hard to actually get those abilities, and it just kind of handed it to him. I felt like when I was watching the show, I just felt like everything was kind of handed to him. There was no like really like struggle really throughout the whole show. And Kuwabara is like, I feel like Kuwabara's character didn't really get to shine at all because he only fought that one little creature, like that one creature, that dog demon.
Yeah.
This wasn't really significant.
Well, he fought Tagor's brother, kind of.
Yeah, to go with that one brother, but like that was like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But I would say they had the idea right of the YuYu show, like the way how it looked. Like they had everybody look like how they would look in the show in real life. I feel like Rami looked the same. I feel like Rie looked the same, even though he kind of dusty. Yusuke, he looked like Yusuke, even though I feel like he was kind of like a little like I don't know. I feel like he was kind of like. Well, Yusuke is kind of he looks feminine actually, I would say. But I feel like they could have did something with it. They could have made it look better. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't like the look of the actor. I I didn't really like the look of the actor, to be honest, for Yusuke. And then Kuwabara, this is gonna probably turn heads, but I always picture Kuwabara being some white dude with ugly ass face. I don't know why. That's just how I see him.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I always see Yusuke being kind of like I would say like Indian like Saudi like I don't know his face and complexion I don't know he just looks kind of like that and I seen EA as being like the Japanese one, like the person that looks like he's Japanese. I just felt like the look of the actors just didn't look like the characters, but they look like good cosplayers.
Yeah.
They look like good cosplayers.
Yeah.
The best part I could take away from the show was just some of the fight scenes. Some of the fight scenes were pretty cool, but like it could have been better, bro. I felt like it could have been better.
Nah, yeah, it definitely could have been better. I mean, I don't know. It's different for me because like I did obviously watch YuYu back in the day, and then I watched a little bit of it a couple of years ago, and then. But I only know about the show because it's so popular, you know what I mean? I only know certain things. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought it ended after the Dark Tournament arc. So watching this show, I just thought, okay, so it's over? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I know Yusuke turns into like a demon, but like, are they still gonna do a tournament? Like, yeah.
No. I mean, there is another tournament that happens, but it's like the tournament that you're thinking of. That was the tournament. Like they fought the Tagoro brothers. Like that was the main big fight at the Dark Tournament.
Yeah.
The bomb nigga, the nigga with the axe. That was all of them.
Oh.
That was his crew.
Cool. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, you're watching it from like a perspective of like a fan, and I'm just kind of just watching it from like a more outside perspective. I don't know. I feel like watching this show, like after watching One Piece, I was like, okay, I actually went into this because I remember watching the trailer, and I was like, I feel like the trailer for YuYu made me more excited for the show than like the One Piece trailer or like the. Even the Avatar Last Airbender trailer, like I like the way I like the look of YuYu, and like you said, I think that's one of its best aspects is just kind of like how it visually looks. But I think throughout watching the show, I just felt like something was just off with everything. Like it just felt a little off. I feel like they really. I'm not gonna lie. If I was like a YuYu Hakusho fan, I would have been pissed. Like they really did all that in 5 episodes, like, and I feel like watching the show, it just felt, because when you're watching it in One Piece and how they're speeding things up, it makes sense. But when you're watching it for on YuYu, it's like there's no reason for them to speed everything up so much. Like, you know what I mean? It truly feels like they made this just to make it versus them trying to build a franchise. I mean, I understand not everything's supposed to be a franchise, but still there's supposed to be character development building up for the next couple of seasons, or like just dropping hints of what to see in the future. Like them saying, oh, we haven't seen anything of Yusuke's power yet. That's not like, oh shit, I can't wait to see what, like, nah, that's not it. Like, you need more, like, it just needs more. Like, I feel like throughout the whole show, it just was a lot of, it's a lot of this exposition dumping and, like, just people talking and telling you everything, which I understand. You're literally shrinking 100 and something episodes into 5 episodes, which is, it still doesn't, in my head, it still doesn't really make sense. But for the thing, like you said, for the things I liked, it definitely was the action, and I guess, but that's the thing, it feels like, of course, the action would be good. Like, that's like such a low bar to me when it comes to like movies. Like, oh, the action is really good. Like, bro, I've seen the Raid, like, you feel me, like the Raid Redemption, like that's super, you feel me, like just action is just action just to have it is cool to me. But I think they really did what they could have. Like it was really cool to like some parts look good, but I think literally throughout the whole show, it's like 50% is not look good, like the CGI. 50% look trash. 50% look good. Like it was strange to me. I don't know. Yeah.
My favorite fight scene was the Kurama scene fighting the bomb dude. Like when he was like dodging the bombs and using the vine whip just to get around.
Yeah.
I thought that looked kind of clean, but because I could see it, like they were really trying to make it anime. Like it looked kind of clean to me. But
Yeah.
there was so many scenes where I was like, yo, they could have done better, bro. They could have done better. Sometimes, yo, Toguro looked really fly, but I was like, yo, they
Yeah.
really
Sometimes he
like,
did.
that's
But
how he would look like.
and
In
a lot
of
of
parts, I was like,
yeah. In other parts, he literally looked like a dude in like a suit. Like
yeah, muscles.
like a muscles like a, I don't know. It makes me wonder where did all the budget go to, because it didn't, because the costumes isn't too much of a big budget, you know what I mean? The CGI wasn't that good. Like where did like the money go behind, like it might be the actors, like they might be huge celebrities in Japan, like we don't know, like you know what I mean? But I'm wondering where the budget went when it comes to like the set design. They just recorded regular shit. There wasn't anything crazy. It was just normal things. Like I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how, if this is gonna sound racist or not, but I truly feel like if it was made in America, it would be better. Like I don't know how that. Like if I can explain it more, it's more just like, when you're the Japanese movies, not saying they're very specifically targeted at Japanese people. Does that make sense? And like I feel like American movies are more broader, and like they just not develop more things, but they have to explain things more for it to make sense to a broader audience. Where in Japan, certain things just make sense. Like the nigga just having a fucking random baby thing in his mouth, or a fucking pacifier. It's normal things over there, but over here, there's certain things that just doesn't make, like it's normal over there because of course, like what's it called, like kaiju and all that stuff, like ghosts and shit. They might like look weird and different, but it's unique to over there. Where it's over here, it's weird. It's just strange. Like it doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What would you rate it though? I guess because I don't know. For me, there's not really like a lot to say. It just wasn't that good. It was really boring.
Honestly, it was a 5.
Yeah.
5 out of 10.
I was literally thinking that too.
The thing is too, like it was crazy what they were doing, because the main villain, like they basically made the middleman so the main villain became the middleman in this arc, the Spirit Detective. Well, I can't say that because they put both of them together. So they combined both of them together. You know that fat chubby dude that was in there?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be in the Spirit Detective arc where they were trying to save Yukina. He was the main bad guy. And Sakio was supposed to be the guy that kind of like was making the bets with that dude. And Sakio basically steals all his money so basically he can set up the Dark Tournament, because now he's filthy rich. So they just put all that together, bro, into one arc, bro.
And it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't. Like I would understand if it made sense for them to put it all together, but it didn't. So why? You know?
Yeah. It was like 66 episodes in one. I was like, wow. And there was some good fights too. And then there was like the Spirit Beast fights where EA, Kurama, and them all had their own little fight. I remember Kubar was fighting the tiger nigga. Like, they skipped that. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. So like, if they're gonna make another season, now they're gonna talk about. So the next, I think the next arc is called like the Black Chapter arc or something like that. That's when they fight Sensui, the other Spirit Detective, this evil Spirit Detective.
Yeah, I don't know. But I agree with you. I give it a 5. It was just, I feel like the worst thing you could do for a show is just make it boring. And like, yeah, this one was boring. It gave me flashbacks of Cowboy Bebop a little bit, just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit though. Where it was just like, it felt like a chore to watch versus me. Like One Piece, I was actually enjoying it. Like wanted to see what happened next. Like I don't know. I hate comparing it, but I have to. Like you know.
And I wish they gave more like the '90s feel. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you were watching you, they were all wearing like '90s clothing. Yusuke was always in that uniform.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
It just looked like he was just in modern times, just wearing that weird ass uniform the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, man.
I will say my favorite part about the show was when he got ran over. That shit was fire. I'm not gonna, I don't know why. It was just so brutal. I was like, oh my god, like he just got fucking ran over. But yeah, and also I like the end fight with Toguro and all of them. That was pretty cool. But him losing to a final, yeah, it just could have been
in the
better.
actual fight. You know, in the actual fight, when they first fight Toguro, they fight Toguro during that first arc, but Toguro lets them beat him. You know what I mean? He lets Kuwabara beat him. Like Yusuke does like a spear gun, and Kuwabara kind of rides the impact of the spear gun to stab Toguro in the chest.
Hold on, give me a second.
And then they win. But Toguro let them win because he was supposed to lose that fight to win the bet for the guy that was always smoking cigarettes. Saki.
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this brings down my excitement for Avatar.
I think Avatar they will do a better job though, because that's like more like Avatar is like basically more on the west side.
Nah, I mean,
I feel like they'll.
yeah.
But then again, you'd say the creators did leave, so that's concerning. Like, they must have disagreed with something. So.
Yeah, and if they better not. I'm hoping it's gonna be at least 8 episodes, because 5 episodes is really disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie. Like, YuYu is a short show, but 5 episodes crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But,
that was 66 episodes.
Yeah.
That was 60 episodes in 5.
And it wasn't worth it. Yeah, you're better off just watching the anime, honestly. But yeah, that's all we got, man.